9 News at 6 a.m. starts right now.
Thanks for starting your Monday morning here with us on 9 News. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez here with Brianna Fernandez, who is tracking your traffic for your morning commute, and our Katie LaSalle, who is a look at your weather forecast, including some incredibly strong winds today. First, though, let's take a look at your top stories.
Today, a metro area city is set to make a huge decision about deploying a controversial kind of surveillance technology.
And with plenty of road improvement projects on the horizon around the metro area, some neighbors and businesses say they have recently become the victims of bike lane bullying for voicing their objections.
It's not your phone or computer. A major outage knocked out service to a few big name websites this morning. What we know about the outage so far. And red flag warnings are in effect right now. We're looking at high fire danger through this afternoon. Katie, talk a little bit about those conditions.
We're already seeing some very gusty winds. It's a front rolling in. It'll bring wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour at times for the Front Range, the Eastern Plains. That will start the red flag warning at 9 o'clock and last until 6 p.m.
And Xcel Energy says that it could be taking precautions to reduce the risk of fire throughout the day. 90 reporter Courtney Yoon has the details this morning. Courtney, we're already seeing those strong winds blowing into the area. Xcel is warning customers extreme weather could cause power outages.
Yes, that's right, Jordan and Corey and Katie, good morning. You can see it's really windy out here already this morning. We're at the Orman Roche Trail here in Superior. And while the conditions have really been picking up, we've been hearing and feeling the wind shaking our car this morning. Xcel Energy is preparing for elevated wildfire risk because of this extreme weather. And they're warning people that any outages that happen could last for an extended period of time. Xcel is asking its customers in Adams, Arapahoe, Boulder, Jefferson, Larimer, and East Denver counties to prepare for potential weather-related power outages. The company says it's activating its enhanced power line safety settings. Xcel says that means power lines can stop the flow of energy if an issue is detected, like a tree branch or other object touching the line. This does not mean Xcel has proactively turned off power. The company has said they do not expect they'll have to do that today. However, if there is an outage, it means there is an issue with the power line. The power will remain off until a crew can visually inspect the line to make sure it's safe to turn back on, which could cause longer outages. Having an emergency kit would be a good idea for today. Things like batteries, battery-powered flashlights, maybe a battery-powered radio as well. You can also check Xcel's outage map on their website to stay updated. Live in Superior, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you so much for that update. And as you saw, the winds already strong in portions of the state. We will continue to see those wind gusts really pick up steam throughout the course of this afternoon. Radar this morning, we are showing some snow showers off to our west near Allens Park, near Winter Park, and then over the I-70 drive. Less to do with any precipitation, but just be aware that it is raining and snowing in some spots. The winds continue to be strong up north. Last recorded wind gusts near Greeley nearing 50 miles per hour and 64 mile per hour wind gusts last recorded in Fort Morgan. So windy for today, leading to elevated fire danger across a big portion of the state. If a fire were to spark, it could spread rapidly. So outdoor burning not recommended. Any activity that could spark a fire, please avoid that with wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour possible through this afternoon. And until 6 o'clock tonight, all areas shaded here in red under that red flag warning. Relative humidity as low as 14%. And the gustiest conditions here across the I-25 corridor continue to arrive through midday near Aurora up through Arvada. Winds over 45 miles per hour possible with continued blustery conditions up over our northern Front Range mountains and foothills. But later on this evening, winds are set to calm dramatically. So it will cool significantly. Lows will fall to the 20s and 30s, but this morning it's relatively mild. A freeze warning is set to take effect later on tonight, and then milder and quieter conditions return as we go the next several days. I'll have full details in your extended forecast, but first, Brianna, if people are looking to head out the door, what can they expect?
Yeah, there's actually some overnight construction happening right now for those all the way up in Meade. So northbound I-25 and southbound I-25. I'm giving you a live look from our CDOT cameras. You can see all those headlights. Those are cars coming towards us. Those are all the southbound lanes up and down I-25. So this is right near County Road 44. Keep in mind that it's some overnight construction. Hopefully it clears up very soon, but this is right near the Meade area. Here locally in Denver, the Denver metro area, I-25 and 23rd Avenue, right near Empower Field. Not seeing any slowdowns on those south and northbound lanes, but let's get to your drive times. If you're heading up north this morning, so right near the Meade area where I just showed you that CDOT camera, so County Road 44, those speed times are clocking in at 9 miles per hour. So it's slowly moving on the southbound lanes, so keep that in mind. You are going to see crews there on scene. Here locally, not seeing any rush hour traffic or crashes this morning. We were seeing some overnight construction along northbound I-225 right near Alameda if you're heading northbound to I-70. That is no longer the case. It already cleared up right around 5:45 this morning, so that drive should only take you about 12 minutes.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Happening today, City Council in Denver will weigh millions more in funding for homeless services. City Council is going to vote on 6 proposals from the community planning and housing community. They are proposing a pair of resolutions that would add more than $4 million in funding. 3 other resolutions extend contracts with providers for rehousing services, and the final adds $1 million to continue funding the Denver Rescue Mission. The city has already spent more than $200 million on homelessness initiatives through its All-In Mile High program.
Today, Mayor Mike Johnston is set to deliver his final proposed budget to City Council. The city is still facing a $250 million deficit. Hundreds of people have already been fired to plug the gap. After Mayor Johnston turns in the proposed budget to City Council, there will be 1 week for the public to look it over. Then Denver Council members will hold a public meeting on the proposed budget October 27th, which will allow for public comment.
Today is also Denver's first general public comment section since details about a massive expansion to the Flock surveillance system became public. Flock currently operates the city's network of license plate cameras. This expansion, however, adds a fleet of AI drones that fly faster than 50 miles per hour, plugs into the dispatch system, and will be used to help respond to crimes. City Council voted against this contract extension for Flock. The mayor sidestepped this by signing a contract just below the $500,000 threshold, which would require council approval. We will keep an eye on tonight's public comment and let you know if that contract comes up.
Aurora City Council is expected to vote on a resolution to let the police department use facial recognition technology. Aurora police say the technology could help solve crimes faster, improve officer safety, and help with identifying missing or at-risk people. A state law requires public input and a report on its use before its approval. Council's regular meeting is scheduled to start at 6:45 tonight.
New this morning, there may be a spat between businesses and Denver's cycling community. So here's the backstory. Deadly accidents involving pedestrians and cyclists are way up here in Colorado. According to State Patrol, they are up 78% over the last decade. Denver's Department of Transportation has proposed a number of projects aimed at improving safety for cyclists, but not everyone is on board. Business owners tell our partners at the Denver Gazette that they have faced waves of reviewing bombing, doxing, and vandalism after opposing street projects. Those projects include speed bumps, roundabouts, and lane repurposing. Representatives from the Department of Transportation and bike safety advocates said they are not aware of any bullying attempts against businesses. They also argue that improvements are necessary to boost traffic safety.
New this morning, President Donald Trump says the Gaza ceasefire is holding despite dozens of fatalities during fighting yesterday.
Now, Vice President J.D. Vance says that he or another top official will likely head to Israel soon. This is after violence between Hamas and Israel in Gaza yesterday. 2 Israeli soldiers are among the dead. Gaza hospitals say more than 40 people died in subsequent airstrikes. A senior Israeli official says humanitarian aid shipments are continuing following a pause during the weekend.
Right now, the Secret Service is investigating after a hunting stand was discovered near Palm Beach International Airport. Investigators say that the platform had a direct line of sight to where President Trump exits Air Force One when traveling to Mar-a-Lago. The stand was found during advanced security preparations before President Trump's arrival on Friday. The agency added that no one was at the location at the time, and there has been no connection made to any person yet. Investigators are looking into whether it was an out-of-use hunting stand, something a photographer had set up, or if it was a possible threat.